Assalamu alaikum to all our viewers. We are here in Hadikatul Mahdi and we're just a few days away from the start of the Jalsa Salana UK 2021. Members of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community all around the world are eagerly anticipating this event. Today we will be interviewing the workers of the Jalsa Salana UK who are working tirelessly day and night to make this Jalsa possible. And despite the obvious challenges and the downpour and the forecast of rain, nothing can dampen their spirits to serve with great dedication, devotion and enthusiasm to serve the Jamaat and Khilafat-e-Ahmadiyya.
You can probably see some of the challenges now in terms of the flooring and how we're going to get people from A to B, but the reality is that I think Khuddam al-Ahmadiyya has trained us to a point where we see a challenge and then we find a solution. We never go, oh, this can't be done. And all the guidance that we get from beloved Huzur as well gives us that motivation that whatever we want to achieve and succeed, we can absolutely do it. And you'll see that in every single Khadim's face. You know, they come on board, they're all smiling, they're happy, they're engaged, they're excited. Regardless of how muddy it is, regardless of how dirty we're getting, we're all here to kind of just serve.
I mean, it's just the feeling. It's just the emotions are quite high. I mean, like some of those things that you can't describe it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like you're just in wonderland. That's what I could explain it, you know. So I have been to very, very spiritual sites myself, and it's just one of those sites I could say. It's nothing else.
It's a weird feeling almost, because it's like this is like the first time in a while that we're back together, knowing that there's like this pandemic going on. But obviously, you know, Huzur bin Abdul Aziz said that he wanted Jalsa to happen this year, and here we are. And the feeling is just indescribable.
People do ask me, you know, how do you feel going there? I said, well, I can't complain about anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things that you just look forward to.
We always work hard to make it happen, which is, I would say, on the other side, the main thing is Huzur's prayers are behind us all the time, which gives us motivation to, you know, do impossible things to let it happen. And this is impossible thing which we need to do it, and which we are doing, and everybody is working so hard to make it happen.
The opportunity to see Huzur and pray behind him, you know, before the pandemic I was lucky enough that on a Friday or even on some days of the week where my work schedule was such that I would always try and get to Islamabad or Bait al-Futur to offer Jummah prayers. And not having had that opportunity has left a bit of a void for me on a Friday. It will be something truly special to see Huzur again on the stage and to do the namaz behind him again. It's been, like we said, a year and a half since even had the chance to go and see Huzur. You know, I was lucky enough to have a mulaqat with Huzur just before the pandemic started. And we've had to rely on MTA and, you know, Friday sermons to even just build that connection with Huzur over time. And, you know, we've even as a family we've sat down and watched This Week with Huzur just so that we can keep that connection with Huzur throughout the year. On a personal level, you know, it's only when you have these gaps where without seeing Huzur that you take it for granted, you realize how you've taken it for granted over the previous few years. So really, you know, the plan will be to spend as much or as much as my duty allows to go and pray as much as I can behind Huzur and take in the speeches.
I think the best thing is when we prepare for the Jalsa for 3 weeks before the Jalsa, it's a different feelings we can't describe. We are very lucky and blessed to participate in that event.
I don't know. I have no idea how I'm going to react, to be honest. I'm usually a very calm and collected individual, but I genuinely am super excited to see Huzur physically and read namaz behind Huzur. And it could be a really kind of overwhelming experience for me. You know, I've been fortunate enough to kind of serve at Islamabad as well and do security duty there. But even then we weren't allowed to go inside. So even for someone like myself, I haven't physically seen Huzur for 2 years. So yeah, I think myself and other Khuddam brothers, it's going to be quite an overwhelming experience.
Oh, do you want to get that? Get that. Despite all the challenges.
Make sure to like, comment below and subscribe to our YouTube channel and other channels for the latest content.